in Winfield, we're about to see the birth of a financial construction empire. As we go down this small driveway really, leading to the estate of the Pincus family, now bought by two prominent Winfield families, Charles Begg's family and the John Fraser family. This vast holding will soon be luxurious subdivision. Renovation has already started. This once beautiful mansion will soon see lots of activity as it becomes completely renovated. The grounds, which one could imagine were once beautiful, well manicured, are now pretty much in disarray. That will all change in the not too distant future. Right now we can hear the sound of heavy construction equipment as the first phase begins in this epic journey the ground teems with wildlife. I just saw a woodchuck go down here. It was pretty big too. This property will house approximately 11 luxurious homes. Already you can see that they've hired caretakers to mow and prepare the property. A new road will be installed shortly. But today, some of the dilapidated buildings that have become quite eyesore and safety hazard are going to be removed. You can see some activity through the trees here. Post rock is being put in place. This is another view of the main house. As I pan through the trees, you can see the cottage, which has been recently painted by a super efficient painting crew. It's ready to be rented out. And now, here are some of the buildings that we're going to demolish today. John Fraser, one of the owners of this property and developers. There is Thomas Begg, Vince Short. He's an Oriental relative that they brought in. He's an expert in demolition. There's Chuck Begg, another partner in this venture. Before this, he was known as a chainsaw master. Now he's putting his energy into demolition. the maintenance crew we were talking about earlier, the ground maintenance crew, is just removing brush. She's also married to one of the owners of this property. Of course, she's probably has more invested than he has, but we'll talk to her later. First part of the building being pulled down, but one premise
Yeah.
Wouldn't you have been better let it alone?
Well, yeah, now if we can't get it down, deadly, it's not as dangerous.
It's going to be down. It's going to be one story shorter if nothing else.
Yeah, but now it's easier to get into it.
Huh? It's not going to be easier to get into it.
Trying the distance tactic now, they put the table all around the two buildings and they're going to try and pull like the bottom out.
Spread the motor up a little bit. Easy. Go on, a little bit. Go on.
this.
No,
The front side, the back side, rather. Cable's pulling through this side. Both stuff is crossing back and forth. The reason this wouldn't work is that there is a couple trees in the way. Yeah. And now. They call him Chainsaw Charlie for nothing.
That's all right, I'll take it from there. Now, put that behind the cable.
Put it
Dave,
over.
Dave, leave it there. Put the shove that in behind the cable. Yeah, that'll give you more to pull on.
Tree.
There you go. Now pull the other cable up over the stump. You leave it up there. Yeah. There you go. Okay. What's that other hunk of cable?
That's fine.
Oh, that's a vine?
You want to suck this tree right through it, huh?
Yeah.
Leave it. Watch, don't fall off that roof on you.
Well, why don't we, I got a better idea.
Where do you want me to take this from?
Well, if I were you, I'd be out here in the sun because we don't know what's going to happen.
I don't think we have to worry about that, Ron.
Yeah.
Let's lift this cable up a little more.
Oh, yeah.
We're sitting up.
Lift it up a little.
Put it on top of that chair.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm going to pull ahead a little if I can.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull ahead so I'm away from the building. If I were you, I'd turn around there, sir.
Put it right there.
We got the bells and everything. Put it right in front.
Now you can't pull it through there, I bet. Tie it off the other cable. building. And this tree's in the way. So we're going to attach snatch block over here with a chain, pull the cable in this direction. This gorgeous hunk of guy will be doing the attachment. Dave, wave! Wave to us! If I'm a little unsteady, it's because Dave is so steady. There's time. After all this up, we'll see what happens. Almost lost his chainsaw. He would have been lost without that. The truck kind of walked over sideways in front of the equipment here. Fixing the chain around the tree so it won't get into the tree. It's really stuck on something. It's stuck from way over on the other side. There's John in a moment of frivolity. He's probably on uppers from having a bee sting. Adrenaline is just shooting through his body. He can't control himself, so he... Whoa! If this building adventure doesn't work out, he can always join the circus.
Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey. Where are you hooked down there, Chuck? Get the chainsaw.
Top of the street
Here it is,
and
folks,
just light
after
it,
the party.
'cause it's far enough away from the other side.
What a mess we have. It was a good day. Everyone's happy. The building's down. And here's our crew. Okay, everyone, smile. You're on TV. Where did...
That's a nice view up my wall.
There it is. Yeah, Chuck's fault, right? Chuck did it. John, how's your chin?
Chin's fine.
Where did you get hit? On the nose?
Yeah.
John got a bee sting right there, right on the nose. And there's Sharon. She's been the camera lady during this whole thing.
The last time that I
There's old Hank. Worked his butt off. We're saying bye. Frazier's pet woodchuck. There he goes. Come here, you chicken shit.
Chuck, I didn't think about it. Can I go now? Yeah. Might as well get...
Yeah, this crazy black cat who's been around lots of times but's never been friendly. And all of a sudden it came around and went in the little building after the big one was down. And then I called to because I thought maybe it had kittens. And I was afraid that we would, you know, kill all the kittens.
Oh, wait a second. I gotta do the front door. Hold the front door.
Okay. I didn't want to be in
Okay. The front door of the little cottage. I'm coming in. Now, Lee, would you like to describe this room here?
This is the living room or whatever you want to use it for.
Dining room?
Dining room.
Area?
This is in the lower part of the house, and it's like at underground level on one side, so it's nice and cool in here. Then we're moving on into the kitchen, just newly decorated.
Ah,
Still a few things around that have to be tidied up.
nice view.
Nice view now that the old,
Sheds are gone.
or maybe you want to call it the art studio.
Yes.
Still cleaning the cabinets.
And here's the stairway. I think I'm gonna switch this off while I walk up
Yeah,
the stairs.
So this is whatever you want to call it also. This could be the living room, or it could be a bedroom. Now we're at the upper part of the house, and this is at ground level.
Okay, you can see that outside there.
Nice picture. Nice.
Nicely painted here. I like this wall. Really, I understand that. Maybe I can.
We took off all the plaster on that wall to expose the brick. Had a couple of leaks, but I think we fixed those now.
Now this cottage is going to be rented, right?
Yes. Moving in tomorrow.
Oh,
September.
Yeah.
Or was it?
No, the 31st.
30 days.
Here's the bathroom. I understand an electrician put this plumbing together in here.
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he certainly did. Let's close this up. It's a little uncozy. Wasn't bad. Oh, I can
Oh, well.
This is the bathroom, new tub.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Well, that's nice. Now moving into the hallway and into the first bedroom.
Uh-huh. So here we're like up 2 stories, it seems like.
Yes, and this is 2
Just
stories.
outside.
And you can look outside and see the demolished barn, garage.
Is that a woodchuck out there? No, that's a Chuck.
It's a Chuck.
Oh, there he is. Well, it looks furry.
We can see John out this window. Oh no, not at the present time. Building a new roof out this side. It's got a leak.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Sunshade. I don't know if I need the sunshade. Probably not here.
Now you're moving on to the next bedroom. Can't see where you're going. And this is the second bedroom. Painted tile floor, turned out fine.
Yeah, it did.
And again, we're at ground level through the back, but you can go right out this door.
Oh, no, let's not do this. It's too hard. That's it.
Here's that same cottage we were just in. You can see John up there fixing the roof. Hi, John. Ken. There's Ken. Oh, he's in the bushes there. Okay, and you can hear that loud machinery behind us. There's the woodchuck. Must be trained. Boy, that pile really went down. That big, you burned a lot of it. Yeah. I don't see how you could get in trouble.
Well, the police said that we were able to. Just that.
Well, it wasn't doing anything, right? Because the flame was real clear. I mean, it was on the time to get it. Yeah.
We were working it out.
I think she's just going to have a fit about anything that goes on. This is the next day. And what appears to be a prehistoric monster coming out of the woods is just that big old woodchuck we were talking about before. I mean, that chuck. And he has borrowed a bird? No. And he's just playing, so his heart's content out here. This is the south and west of the cottage. I'll pan around here a little so you can see the west side of the cottage is soon to be rented. Gonna go up this hill. I hope I don't trip. I think I'll turn there. Oh, there's John. I think I'll turn this off till I get up there. This is the south side of the cottage. See how heavily full of brush this area is. There's a lot of old trees here. A lot of them have to probably be cleaned up quite a bit. All in all, this is really a great study. Here he comes. I guess a chainsaw wasn't enough. It just didn't have enough impact. So probably a bulldozer is better. What's this manhole doing in the middle of nowhere? I hope Chuck realizes it's here. And here we have a visitor from Wyoming. Came to survey the Ponderosa, or the place. Turn around and wave, Trina. And there's Donna and Lee and David and all his friends. Okay,
Several in between.
this person coming from Wyoming happens to be a historian. She knows the whole history of this property. Now give it to us, Trina.
When I was a small child, back in the mid-ages, I used to play on
this property.
Yeah.
And at this time, I cannot think of the names of the people that lived in the main house, but their daughter, Darlene, lived here and married a Dr. Roman, who was an ophthalmologist. And we used to play on all this property, and where the creek goes across on Summit was not the end of the property, but the property extended over that all the way up to the Dresch property. And Darlene used to live back in this house, and then when she had her third child, they went ahead and her parents gave her the property on the other side of the creek, and then they built a two-story colonial home, and Joe Kine built it for them. Then her father lived in this house, her mother passed away, and her father lived in this house, and then her father married the next-door neighbor whose husband had passed away. Pete Conlon had passed away, and he married Mildred Conlon. And then the Romans later on and moved out to Wayne. But they had owned the property for years and years and years and years. And many, many, many years ago, this was an estate that was owned by a gentleman that one day when I was out walking stopped, and he was close to 90 years old, and he remembered coming out here and playing when he was a child, and that the estate was owned by one of the heirs of Woolworth, who we always believed owned the estate that goes behind this and comes off of Washington. But the Woolworths at one time, from Woolworth, owned property all in through here, and they would come out to the estate and stay out here. And that man was like 90-some years, and that was 2 years ago, so it would have been 85.
Yeah.
He came out here and he visited
That
with us, and he
probably
remembered
was, I don't know if it was time or whatever it was. Maybe that was him.
It could have been him, and at one time there was a gorgeous fountain at the entrance when you came in over
That was
to the
still
side.
here.
There was a gorgeous fountain that came out, and the land was totally manicured. Every tree was dug around an edge. Everything was groomed and trimmed and landscaped, and it was an absolute showpiece.
We thought by just the variety of trees that were here that they were like specimen trees.
It was basically set up like a botanical garden because the people that did it in the days that this estate was set up, it was set up to the effect of being like a botanical garden because that's how the rich lived. And this was a very wealthy suburb of Chicago where people came out to have their home.
Well, sure, you've got McCormick over there at Cantigny, and you had Morton up there on North Avenue, and you had all those people around Chicago Golf Course there.
Yeah, and well, the McCormick, of course, had a property up there, and then the house across the street, the White House across the street, where the churches live now, at one time was a retirement home. It was a rest home for the very wealthy that had children that were infirmed, or they had senior citizens that were infirmed, and that had a veranda that went all along the side of the house, and eventually that was ripped off. But one reason is because this area was picked because of the estates. And then Mrs. Zates picked up on the retirement and bought all her property out there, and then Mrs. Zates expanded that, and that's how you have Zates Retirement.
Well, it's so lucky that you happened to stop in on your way from Wyoming.
Well, the fact that my mother was such a busybody and knew everyone's business is what really helped.
And the fact that you also lived in that home for children.
I lived in, no, that my mother threatened to put me in the home for children and also the boarding school in St. Charles. I knew all the area between here and there, so I knew where I could escape to. And not only that, my dog used to swim down the river and the creek over here and chase Russ's chickens, and I had to retrieve them.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're going to be going into the large house to see what it looks like.
This was an absolute darling little grandma's porch.
Yeah, I like this porch.
She had tables and chairs, round tables out here where she kept flower pots on, and it was just a darling little grandma's porch.
But these lights,
Does this one go?
this will go, but we'll put something here because we're going to leave the concrete, and I don't know if it's going to be that. She painted these. David did a little extras. But Mrs. Pincus painted. She painted everything. So Mrs. Pincus did this, and David did his own little graphics on there.
Seems to me that this was pink or turquoise at one time or something. I don't remember. But anyway.
But it's
the
a
lady
big
baked
kitchen. loved to bake.
Did she?
Yeah.
This will be the utility room. It's now a pantry, but we're going to make it into a utility room and probably
Can I hit the light switch in there
Yes, ma'am.
so we can
Oh,
see
that's
this?
the china we found in the garage.
They found so much stuff in those buildings.
It's good. Yeah, you can see your hand through it and all that.
And from this point, you can go in the hallway to the front entryway, or you can go to the
This
area.
was the dining room.
We're going to keep the tile floor. So everything we're going to keep. The tile's going to stay. This will remain the sun porch, but it'll go up 2 levels.
This was, the baby grand was over there.
I bet it was pretty.
See, now this place has fallen into, I mean, disrepute. It's taken over by, I don't know, a bachelor that just throws wild parties constantly.
Well, this is when we looked at, wasn't it?
No.
We didn't.
I can't see where I
Oh, that was one in Naperville.
Yeah.
Which was also a real nice one. Yeah.
was that?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
David was drawing that one. Did we use this as one of our?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
No,
we didn't.
We didn't.
But she had a baby grand piano that stayed over here.
Was this?
And
this
she collected,
There's no light.
this was a dining room, but she collected porcelains. And she had porcelains, beautiful porcelain figurines throughout the place. Yeah, just the wood ones that have the
Yeah, but
ladies.
there was a spot for light.
Yeah.
Chuck
Yeah.
broke it open.
Who was the one that they had for the, who does the ladies? And I remember this entrance. I thought that this was so neat.
Well, if we had someone here to operate it, all this is electronic and everything.
Yeah, it still works.
Yeah.
And the screen comes down and it's...
But this will still be a family room. But what we'll do, and I guess it works out
It's a lot of
okay.
work, yeah. But
Yeah, it'll
it
come
will
off.
be. Yeah.
And the garage will be here, but it'll go up. It'll have a slanted ceiling with skylights in it because all this will be gone because of the garage being here. So there'll be skylights. And this is only our plan, that we thought about. The architect.
The different things you can do,
Yeah.
maybe.
I almost
Don't see it here?
don't see the family room here.
Where do you see it?
I see it more on the other side of the house.
But there's not enough room to go
I know.
out.
On the other side of the kitchen, you
On
mean?
the
Yeah.
side of the kitchen. You know,
Yeah.
like that through that way. This,
It's wonderful, but
yeah,
we can't, there's
Yeah.
not enough
Yeah.
room to even keep that little porch.
yeah, I know.
So, I don't,
It'll work out though, I
Yeah,
think.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
that's
you
where the...
imagine coming into this, did you imagine coming into this house just to buy the house and redo it?
Oh, well, yeah, it was so...
This will be the entryway. This is the bathroom.
Somebody must have tried to move her down the end sometime.
Yeah,
He had lots of tile. I mean, he must have ceramicked all this, I bet.
that could be.
Because
As you can see, it needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
tile,
Like
unless
you
they
had
were
a
here. Did he sleep at home last night?
No,
Oh, he
no.
didn't.
He went to the drive-in with those